Good morning, everybody. Let's look and see if we are live where I need to be. So, what have we been doing so far today? Have you been getting lots of good things done, or have you been just kind of hanging out and being around? I've been doing some things. Let's see, I've been doing some things uh, that I don't usually do on Thursday, which is part of what slowed me down this morning, quite frankly. So, anyway, let's take a look. Okay, there we are. There we are there. Okay, and here we are here. Okay, less than a minute and I'm already in both places I need to be. Let's see if I can get some more light on the subject. Hello. Can you see my desk better now? Yeah, okay. My name is Teresa Marsh, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in New Bern, North Carolina, on the East Coast of the United States. And I am um, greatly pleased to be able to be with you this morning. Today, I have had it up to here with hot weather. We are going to be in the 90s today again, and I am so tired of this. So I'm ready for some autumn. Now, I'm not dressed for autumn. I mean, we got pink and all that good stuff, but we're going to do some autumn as far as our card's concerned, okay? And before we get started, let me remind you we have just a couple of days left on our designer series paper sale. 15% off on select um, papers from the annual catalog. Okay. Look, when I do that, it shows better. Interesting. Anyway, okay. Alrighty. We've got the several really nice papers that are on sale from the annual catalog. We've got Bright and Beautiful, Countryside Inn, Country Lace, Country Woods, Full of Life. Now that one is super colorful. Lily Pond Lane, Mediterranean Blooms, Perennial Lavender. I love that paper. We've got Take to the Sky. You've seen me make several cards there. Thoughtful Journey, To Market, Unbounded Beauty. You've seen me make several cards of that too. Made one with Wildly Flowering. Was it last week? Something like that. And then, of course, Winter Meadow. I'm hoping, I need to check and see if that's back in stock because it was unavailable for a while there. But they were hoping to get it back in stock towards the end of the month. So we will hope that that's there. Now, we've got some really good things coming in the mini catalog as well, but this is not going to be available to us for sale, if you will, um, until September 2nd. Which one is it going to be? September 2nd or 3rd. My brain is not registering. But anyway, until September. But September is literally just around the corner. So we don't have to wait much longer for that at all. But today, what we're going to be using is an autumn set that really spoke to me. There's an extra little thing I'm adding to that. Well, I just pulled that up wrong. Let's try that again. Okay. Trying to find the page so I can show it to you. This is the annual catalog. And this bundle, there we go. This bundle is at the bottom of page 74. And you can see right here, you've got Um, well, it's not a bundle anymore, but anyway, it's a stamp and die set, and it really speaks to me for this season. Okay. I'm also going to be using an embossing folder called Leaf Fall. And I just fell in love with how this embossing folder looks. So let me show you the card we're going to be making today. Here's the card we're going to be making today. And I'll show you how to pull that off. It's simple but elegant. See that texture on that embossing folder in there? I love it. So anyway, let's take a look and see how I put it together. It's not a problem at all. So, good morning, Amanda. It's good to see you. Thank you very much for stopping in to see us this morning. I've got the pieces already cut out, but let me show you what we've got here. Okay, this might be easier to see than the book was. This is the Autumn Leaves stamp set. I like it. I really do. It's got the leaves. This came out last fall, but it's really good. I'm thankful. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. With a grateful heart. See, this I'm thankful can be combined with these for all you do. I'm thankful today and every day. I'm thankful to have you as a friend. Those things could go most anywhere, right? Okay. And then, of course, there's the die set. Let's take a look here. See if I can get this without any. There we go. You've got some different leaves that you can use. We use the leaves mostly on this particular one. So anyway, we use the leaves on this particular one. And so I've got to take that off right there. Ugh. So we use the leaves on this particular card. Now what we've done is we have taken a piece of Cajun Craze that's 8.5 by 11, cut it in half at 5.5, and then scored it at 4.25. Can you see that score? Well, you can't see that scoring line. Okay, there you go. Now you can see the scoring line. Scoring just makes it easier to fold it in perfect half. But you know, it just always seems it's not quite just exactly so. So sometimes we have to be careful how we use our bone folder to get it locked down. Okay. So it's just your basic card base. Now this is Cajun Craze. And I also cut a piece of just a little strip of Cajun Craze that's maybe 3/4 inches wide, because I'm going to put it under. Now this is the only thing I got from the Changing Leaves, is this little thing right here, which is our sentiment strip. I cut that out in Very Vanilla. It's nice little stitching around and things like that. I was really pleased with that. Okay, and I'm going to use this behind it to set it off. I went ahead and cut a piece that's, what is this, 3.5 by 5 to go on the inside. And that's my little trick to get 5 out of one sheet. When you cut it at 3.5 by 5, you can get 5 of those out of one sheet. All right. And this one is cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I embossed it in the leaf fall. I love the way it looks like these leaves are falling down across the page. That's what I wanted for this. I also used, let's see, I cut some leaves out of pumpkin pie. of course, my Cajun Craze. And I needed a little something brighter on there, so we went with some crushed curry. Those 3 dies all came out of the Autumn Leaves dies. Okay. This card is really simple to put together. Oh, I also, pumpkin pie, 4 by 5 1/4. If you want to be very, very frugal, since this is going to be underneath here, you could cut some leaves out of the middle of this, as long as you leave enough to go around your border there. See, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right. So let's see what we can do to get this going. All right. All right, we're going to need this stamp. This is with a grateful heart. You know what? That's not what I put on there. I did. I put something else from the... No, that is what I put there. My brain is not working today. I know what it is. I've been doing so many different cards in a row that I'm losing track of what I used for which. Okay. Now, because of the way this is situated on the card, I'm going to want to trim some off. So I'm going to put this, sentiment as far to the left on this as I can. Okay. Maybe not as far as I can, but pretty far over. Let's see if I can get this without getting in the camera. Did I get my head in the camera? I've got this pad of paper under here, so I didn't need the... Oh, bummer. Well, that's okay. A little bit of a boo-boo on that G, but we'll live with it. That's one of the cool things about handmade cards. No one expects or really even wants them to be perfect, right? Okay. Now we're going to take that, turn it over, put a bit of Stamp and Seal on there. And I'm going to, as long as I center it on the up and down, I'm fine. There we go. I'm going to take these snips and kind of round this Cajun Craze piece. I'm not very good at this sometimes. I always end up with little squarish pieces, but hopefully those little glitches in my arch will not show particularly when I get to the rest of the putting it together. Now, one thing I know I'm going to do here is I want this to stop at the edge of this layer. So let's do a quick look. See, I'm going to maybe here. Let's do some trial set here. Maybe here. And maybe up here. This could come down lower if I wanted it to, but I like having as much of the actual leaf embossing folder to show as I can. So let's put it about there. Okay. Let's see. We're going to put this flat down on the card front because it's easier to work with the stuff to the paper. Excuse me. It's easier to work with the layers if this piece is flat down to start with. And we'll trim off that extra. Yes, there's a little bit of tape there. So, all right. So now I can start my layers. We're going to use, I'm going to do this carefully. I tend to get too much glue when I use this glue, which is why I so often use my thin, my super fine glue bottle. I don't know if I'm just plain heavy-handed or if everybody else has that problem. Do you find yourselves ending up with more than you needed when you use the green glue bottle? Let's do this. When I don't trust it, I want to be able to move it if I get it off kilter. But see, you don't need much. When I use my other glue bottle, it takes about half of that much, but I can't get like half of that much out of that. Okay, let's see what we have here. Just a little bit of adjustment. That's the good part about the glue. Okay, coming together really well already. I love this very vanilla on this. Now, one of the things we want to do, I'm going to use a mini. I'm going to use minis on these, I think. Now this crushed curry one, I just want one close to the end because I'm going to put the stem underneath there. But the other two are free floating, so I want them to be supported top and bottom. I could put 3 on that if I wanted to, but 2 will do it. That helps me put them right where I want them. Okay. Let's see about this. Let's take that backing off. See if we can't. There we go. That gives it dimension, but holds it down as well. I have a pair of reverse tweezers because, as you know, my clunky fingers with arthritis and whatnot, sometimes I have a little bit of coordination problems with them. Let's put this one over here. And we're going to put this one up here because it's a nice big chunk of color. There we go. Well, I could have done that the other way around. There, let's hold it from here. Let's really have it blowing in from the side. There we go. There you go, with a grateful heart. The only thing we have left that we need is a piece of the natural linen. This is the Natural Tones linen thread that's coming out in the fall catalog. Okay, I did sneak that in from new too. Okay, all righty. Now let's see if I can tie a bow while I'm online. As you know, as I mentioned, the fingers do not work as well as they used to. They used to work really, really well, and they just don't anymore. But you know, getting things through that loop is just not something that comes easy to me. I have to start out way big so I can get it, and then I end up with a really disproportionate bow, but it works. I start out way big. Okay, that's all twirled. Let's see if we can't get that to lay flatter. There we go. And this, I want it smaller because I don't want this. I want this to be able to go to a fellow if necessary. So I don't want it frou-frou. I don't want a frou-frou bow. I just want something to soften up and add some color a place or two. Okay, put that away. All right. Then our dot, I'm going to twirl it up a little bit. Let me see if I can twirl it with this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. If I roll it a little bit and then put it behind this bow, it doesn't show up as something in addition to the bow. It just kind of blends in with the bow better. All right, we're going to put that right there. There we go. Quick and easy with a grateful heart. And of course, I'm not going to stamp the inside right now, but I could easily stamp the Autumn Teaches Us That Change Can Be Beautiful. That would go in here very well. If I wanted just a general card, let's see if I can do this light enough that it won't show through. I end up, when I overdo, it shows a little bit of a, I don't know, a puckering. You can see where the glue is underneath. I guess one of the things you can do too is if you really kind of use your bone folder and smooth it out like that, it'll spread the glue thinner underneath so it won't show up so much. But anyway, there you go. I think I'll do something real quick here. Should have done it before I put it in there, right? That's the way that goes. I'm so good about that. I've lost one of my, oh, I see it. Let's do this. Shall we do a little bit of let's do a touch of Stamped Off crushed curry on the inside there. Just kind of sneaking in the back of stamped off on the back of a piece of scratch paper, and then stamp it right here. It's not going to bleed over because it's a layer up. If you were worried about it, you could put Post-it notes there. But there you go. There's a little bit in there. All right. I like to have something inside anyway. So what do you think? Not bad for, what, a 20-minute card, right? Not bad for a 20-minute card. So what do you think? Is it too plain? Yeah. Yes, I'm heavy-handed with glue if I'm not careful. Glue will really bite me. But anyway, this is a card I designed for a shoebox swap that's going to happen in September. And I hope there's nobody watching who's going to do the shoebox swap, because then they'll know, they won't be surprised. Yeah, it looks like I got it just right. Okay. All righty. Now I didn't make it last week, but I will get this on my blog today. I will get this on my blog today. And if you go to my blog and make a comment on the post with this card on it, all right, then I will draw names from that. If you go to my blog, I will draw names from that, and somebody will get, a prize. All right. I'm not going to tell you what. I'm not going to tell you what. I didn't look yet to see what it was on the agenda for this time. It'll be an embellishment of some sort, okay? It'll be an embellishment, okay? I will write that down on my notes. So go to my blog, sassystampingwiththeresa.com, make a comment on the post with this card on it, okay? And I will announce next week who the winner was, okay? So if there's anything I can help you with, if you don't have a mini catalog yet, they've gone out, but they're not active yet. You can't order from them yet. So if you want a mini catalog and don't have one yet, then just send me an email at Teresa@sassystampingwiththeresa.com, and I'll be glad to get you a catalog so that when it goes live in September, you'll be ready to roll with it, okay? Anybody have any questions or anything like that? Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. Hopefully next week I will be totally on time. I was about 3 minutes late today. Apologies. I got myself off kilter for a Thursday morning. So, all right, folks. It's been great seeing you today. Don't forget, I love you. I appreciate you. But God loves you more than I ever could. Reach out to Him, and you'll know what true love is about. Have a great week, and I shall see you next week. And hopefully I'll see you on my blog. Talk to you later. Bye.